Welcome, Coach Zulu, to Madamboro Television.
Thank you.
Okay, we should get started now. It's been over 50 years in the football industry. Do you have any special moments you would like to share?
Yes, Gary. I started football in 1967 at 4:15, and it's actually 10 to 10 now in the morning. That's how long I've been in football. That has been 53 years, uninterrupted. And I have to thank God for keeping me in football industry all this long. But the special moments has been the 37 years as a coach, where I won 20 trophies with Highlanders, and one of the special moments was when I traveled to Scotland in 1987 with the under-18 of Highlanders, which had the likes of the late Adam Glovo, the late Ngobesi Temenjanise, Abraham Bambo, the late McKay Nyati, where I won a trophy beating 14 countries in the Aberdeen Soccer Festival. That was one of my biggest highlights in my coaching career.
How has football evolved from your playing days to modern day?
It is involved in such a manner that, the time when we were playing as a players, we used to go to work. After work, that's when we used to train and play football. And in 1999, after 1999 or so, football changed to professional football. That's how it has changed. And this time now, I was coaching, and it started giving us the insight of how football must be played in terms of training sessions, training in the morning and training in the afternoon. That's how it evolved. And now you can actually see how it has changed. Even in administration, things have changed. We now even have women CEOs running football, especially like us in Ngezi. We've got a lady with a CEO. I can share this with you, Gary, that why I think it's so important to have women involved in football. I remember sometime a 12-year-old girl was asked whether she knew about Adam and Eve in the Bible. She says, yes, I know. God created Adam. After creating Adam, he looked at him and said, I could do better. And then he created a woman. That's how I think it's important to have women administrating football in this country.
You mentioned that you went to the UK in 1987 with a group of boys, 18-year-olds, and the team was Adam Glovo. How was the experience there?
Let me tell you, the experience was so massive that it gave me as a coach and the players the experience which we never thought we could get, because automatically we started to have the experience playing in a wet field, to understand what professional football is all about in terms of what you do before and after the game. So it was a very big, good experience, but that experience actually even surprised us, even the people in Scotland, because I won that tournament after beating 14 countries. The first time an African team won a trophy in Aberdeen Football Festival tournament. That's how special this trip was, Gary.
We have quite a huge collection of memorabilia, I must say. Which one stands out the most?
Yes, with trophies. I've won every trophy or got to cup finals, every cup final, more than 24 cup finals in this country and outside the country. But I think the most, there are so many important ones, Gary, when you consider, when you coach a big club like Highlanders, there's a lot of good memories there which I had with Highlanders, winning, and with the passionate, supporters of Highlanders. You know them when you are playing at Baba Fields and when you win a trophy at Baba Fields. There's a lot of special occasions.
Yeah, you have to pick one.
No,
I'm putting you in a tight spot.
You're putting me on a tight spot. There are a lot of them, Gary. Of course, the one, like what I said, the one I won in Scotland, winning it in foreign land, and you get there in a big hall, and your name is called, and it takes you in 30 minutes to get to the podium to receive your medal. That was one of the most special ones for me, where I even thought, I wished my mom was there to see me getting that medal.
Zimbabwe has produced quite a number of good goalkeepers over the years, and right now we've got a handful of players, of goalkeepers who are applying their trade outside Zimbabwe. Would you rate as the best goalkeeper right now?
You see, Gary, with the 53 years in football, I've been involved with a lot of goalkeepers, and I could mention before independence, with Japhet Mapolisa, the Rhinos goalkeeper, with Posan Swanda, and those were very, very good goalkeepers during that time. And coming after independence, with Peter Como, my Highlanders goalkeeper, he was one of the best goalkeepers in this country, and we had Rafael Piri. He used to play for Rio Tinto. He was one of the best goalkeepers in this country as well. And we had a lot of goalkeepers, of course. I could mention. Currently, you talk about recently, just in the 90s, with Kapini. He's one of the good goalkeepers, and I could Kapini was one of the goalkeepers I know, and I still rated him one of the best goalkeepers, but not forgetting during the 70s Bruce Grobler, when I was playing, he was also one of the good goalkeepers for this country. But currently, I can tell you, the emerging goalkeepers who can make it in the national team is currently the boy I'm working with, Nelson Chaga. To me, in the next couple of years, is going to be one of the best goalkeepers this country ever produced.
How has COVID-19 affected your preparation for the season?
Oh, Gary, things like this, it's actually very difficult sometimes to explain, because this is why they say the earth does not belong to the man belongs to the earth. That's nature. So I will actually say it has actually stopped a lot of things happening worldwide. Our training had gone so well, but because of COVID, we had to stop and start again. But all I can say is we have to refer all this virus thing to God. If you go to Psalm 91, chapter 1 to chapter 5, it will explain. Again, I can also refer you to Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20 and 21. it actually sums up the situation we're in. But anyway, all I have to say is, I hope that God will help the scientists to come in with a vaccine to stop this spread. And meanwhile, we must all abide by the regulations the government and the World Health Organization are laying down. I think with that, it will help us to start our games again.
So there are reports on setting up a Hall of Fame in football. What's your opinion on that?
Gary, this is a noble idea Zifa is trying to come up with, even though it has come a little bit late. Because why I'm saying it's late, because there's a lot of sports, football personalities who have contributed so much, but because of the time it has taken, we might have people who could have sat in these committees. We had long football history in this country to come up with the right names to go into this Hall of Fame. But anyway, it's not late now, even though I just hope the ZIFA leadership will come up with the right committee of people who have got the football history in this country. With that, they'll be able to come up with the right names of people who have contributed so much in football in this country.
What are the most important goalkeeping technique?
Gary, the most important technique in goalkeeping is ball handling. If your ball handling is not of high quality, it doesn't matter what you do, you're still not going to be a good goalkeeper. Because ball handling is as good as an outright outfield player of his first touch of the ball. So if you don't have the first quality touch of the ball, you always have problem. That's what goalkeeping is all about. And secondly, in goalkeeping, you need to have few mistakes you make in goalkeeping. I can tell you, soccer is actually let me put it this way again, let me put it this way, Gary. Football, it's a team game, but it ceases to be a team game if a goalkeeper makes a mistake. Then it becomes an individual game.
Then lastly, what advice would you give to young boys and girls who would like to play professional football here in Zimbabwe?
Not only in Zimbabwe, playing football. In Zimbabwe, if you have to be a professional footballer, it can be a boy, it can be a girl. I'll put it in three categories, Gary. One is health. You've got to have a good health style, lifestyle, which is wrapped by what you eat. It's either you make food your medicine, or you make medicine your food. That's number one. Number two, it's peace. You just have to have what I call disciplined emotions. If you have disciplined emotions, or you do have what I call indisciplined emotions, where you just have, you spit words before they are processed by your brain, then you cannot be a professional footballer. And third, the industry is competence, which is wrapped up with discipline, devotion, and dedication. Those three aspects are important if you want to be a professional player.
Thank you, Coach Zulu. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks, Gary.